Every single day, new games and apps pop up that look super fun and innocent. But what if I told you some of them can literally spy on you, mess with your device, or even straight up ruin your account? Yeah, it's not a joke. Today, we're going to talk about some of the creepiest and most dangerous virus apps and games out there. And trust me, you do not want to have them installed. Before we start, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe, so you don't end up downloading one of these cursed apps by mistake. The first one I want to talk about is Charlie the Steak. On the outside, it looks like some silly random game with a steak that talks, but oh my god, this thing is straight nightmare fuel. People started reporting that after installing it, their phones would lag like crazy, and some even said it messed with their data. And honestly, the weirdest part, the steak talks back at you in this creepy voice, like it's alive. No joke. Some players swore it laughed randomly when no sound effects were supposed to play. Super unsettling. You'd probably think it's just a dumb meme app, but nope. Once it was flagged, people realized it was packed with shady code that could act like Imagine downloading what looks like a funny app, and then suddenly your phone starts doing stuff you didn't touch. That's Charlie the Steak for you. And it doesn't stop there. There are other famous virus apps that were everywhere for a while, like fake clones of popular games on Android stores. You'd search for something like Minecraft or Subway Surfers, and boom, there's a fake version that installs malware instead of the real deal. People lost accounts, got hacked, or even had their info stolen because of that. These fake games are honestly some of the most dangerous traps ever. Another one that totally freaked me out is this game called Talking Angela. At first it looks like just a cute talking cat app. Right, you talk, she repeats, super basic. But then rumors started spreading that Angela's eyes were like cameras. People swore you could see a reflection of some random guy in her eyes, like she was literally spying on you. Imagine being a kid, talking to a cartoon cat, and realizing someone might be watching through it. That's enough to give anyone nightmares. And then there's all those fake Roblox games. Guys, trust me, Roblox is super fun, but not every game on there is safe. Some of the virus-type ones are made just to mess with players. There were these myth games where if you typed certain words in chat, it would glitch your whole screen, teleport you into creepy maps, or even crash your account. Some people said their Robux just disappeared after joining. Like, who does that? It's supposed to be a kid's game. But probably the one that gave me the worst chills was a virus game disguised as a fun free music player. Sounds harmless, right? Except once you installed it, it asked for way too many permissions, like access to your camera and microphone. People who had it said their phone would suddenly record by itself, or random files showed up that they never downloaded. It literally turned your phone into a spy device. And let me tell you, these apps spread fast. A lot of them went viral because they looked like legit fun or must-have downloads. But once people realized the truth, it was too late. Their devices were full of pop-ups, creepy glitches, or straight up locked until they deleted everything. But wait, if you thought those were scary, this next one is on a whole other level. Have you ever heard about the legend of virus Smile.exe? Some people say it started as just a random bootleg copy of a retro game, but once you downloaded it, your whole system started acting like it was possessed. The screen would glitch, characters' faces would turn dark and stretched, and sometimes creepy messages would pop up like, "I see you," or "Don't delete me." Players posted videos showing their computers crashing and then rebooting with a weird red screen, almost like the game didn't want to let go. One kid said after uninstalling it, his webcam light turned on by itself at night. Like, imagine being in your room, lights off, and realizing the game is still watching you. Total nightmare fuel. And that's not the only cursed one. There were also these Pokemon virus clones, super famous back in the day. At first, you think you're just playing a normal Pokemon game, but then the characters start glitching. Their eyes turn black, and you get these distorted cries that don't even sound human. People swore that if you kept playing long enough, the game would literally corrupt your files outside the emulator, like spreading through your PC as a virus. Creepy, right? Honestly, I don't even know how people sleep after going through that. These aren't just random glitches. There are whole communities online that believe some of these apps and games are cursed on purpose. Whether it's hackers, devs who wanted to troll, or just myths that got out of control. One thing's for sure, these virus games aren't just fun gone wrong. They feel like something darker is behind them. And then, guys, there's this one that honestly gave me goosebumps just reading about it. It's called Smile.exe. The app looks harmless at first, just a tiny file with a smiley face icon. But once you open it, your whole screen turns black, and then this creepy smile shows up, stretching wider and wider until your device freezes. Some people said their phones wouldn't even turn back on after that. Others swore they heard distorted laughter coming from their speakers, though the app wasn't supposed to have sound. What's worse is that players reported that after deleting it, the smile kept showing up in random places, like hidden in other folders. or as their new profile picture without them changing it, almost like the virus didn't want to leave. Can you imagine logging into your social media and suddenly seeing that same creepy smile staring back at you? No thanks. And it doesn't stop there. There are even stories about cursed APK files floating around online, disguised as free premium games. If you installed one, not only would it steal your data, but sometimes it would replace your wallpapers with disturbing images, like dark forests, shadow figures, or even real-life crime photos. Some people were so freaked out, they factory reset their phones, and even then, the images came back. Like, how is that even possible? I swear, just reading all this makes me feel like these aren't just virus apps, they're almost like digital urban legends. You download them out of curiosity, but then you end up part of the story, warning everyone else not to make the same mistake. But the creepiest story I found is about this so-called ghost app that people claim shows up out of nowhere on your phone. No download, no install one day, it's just there, like it spawned itself. The icon is just a blank, gray square. When you tap it, nothing happens at first. But then your screen flickers, and random messages appear like "I know where you are," or "Don't turn around." Some players uploaded proof saying their cameras turned on by themselves while this app was running, and it literally snapped pictures without asking for permission. Even scarier, the pictures weren't saved on the phone, they just vanished. Like, where did they go? Who was collecting them? And people swear this app spreads like a virus through Wi-Fi. One kid said he never downloaded anything sketchy, but his phone started glitching after his friend got the Ghost app. It's almost like it can jump from one device to another. That's why it became such a huge legend online, because no one really knows how it appears. I even read about a guy who smashed his phone with a hammer because the app wouldn't disappear, no matter how many times he factory reset it. And you know what's wild? After he got a new phone, the app showed up there too. Like, bro, that's straight up nightmare material. And guys, we can't forget about Flappy Bird. Yeah, that game that looks super simple. Just a bird flying through pipes, but trust me, it has one of the creepiest stories ever. When it first came out, everyone was addicted. Like, people couldn't stop playing. But then weird stuff started happening. Some players said the game would glitch after midnight pipes, moving in impossible ways. The bird's eyes turning red, or the background going completely black. A few even swore they saw faces hidden in the pixels of the pipes, like someone was watching them while they played. And then there's the legend that the creator himself pulled it from the app stores because it was too addictive. But people online say it wasn't just about addiction. It was because the game had some kind of cursed code. Supposedly, players reported hearing strange whispers through their phone speakers if they left the game running too long. Others said their devices overheated like crazy, almost as if the game was draining their energy on purpose. Even scarier, bootleg versions of Flappy Bird popped up after it was removed on. That's where the virus rumors exploded. Some of those clones weren't just bad copies, they were straight up malware. Downloading one could give hackers full access to your phone. Imagine thinking you're just playing a silly game, but really someone else is digging through your photos and files in the background. Flappy Bird. After it was taken down, people started trading old phones with the game installed for thousands of dollars. Sounds crazy, right? But some of those versions weren't the original, they were cursed clones. Players said that in these fake Flappy Birds, the pipes weren't green anymore, they were blood red, and instead of the normal happy little bird, the character's eyes were pitch black, almost hollow. When you lost, instead of the game over screen, a glitchy message would pop up saying stuff like, "You can't escape or try again forever." And here's the creepy part: some swore that no matter how many times they closed the app, it kept reopening by itself. One guy said his phone alarm wouldn't stop ringing until he played a round of the game. Another claimed his high score reset every night at exactly 3 a.m., even if he hadn't opened the app that day. Like what? People started calling it the Endless Flappy because you literally couldn't delete it. Even after uninstalling, the icon would reappear on the home screen hours later. Some said the only way to get rid of it was to completely wipe your phone, but even then, there are rumors of it coming back. And if Flappy Bird wasn't enough, then you've probably heard about Sonic.exe, bro. This one is like the king of cursed games. On the surface, it just looks like a hacked version of the classic Sonic. But when you open it, the start screen shows Sonic with bleeding black eyes, smiling in this super disturbing way. People who played it said the levels were all wrong backgrounds full of blood. The music reversed and glitched, and instead of saving characters, you'd find Tails and Knuckles literally crying, or worse, the game would even throw messages at you, like "I am God" in red letters. Imagine being a kid downloading a Sonic fan game and ending up with that nightmare. And then there's Minecraft Herobrine, probably one of the most famous myths ever. Players swore that if you installed certain shady mods, Herobrine would spawn in your world and start messing with your files. He'd build weird structures, dig tunnels straight to bedrock, and even crash your save data. Some people claimed he appeared in their servers even without mods, just watching from a distance with his glowing white eyes. The scariest stories said Herobrine wasn't just a myth, but actually some kind of virus hidden inside pirated versions of Minecraft. Like you'd think you were just playing the normal game, but then your PC would slow down, your worlds would corrupt, and that empty-eyed figure would show up no matter what. Almost like he was coded to haunt you.